Ayanna Pressley just went to Alabama. She said Trump was black folks picking cotton and not voting. That's a powerful line. That's an emotional line. But see, I got a problem with it. But maybe not for the reasons you think.
There are people in this hostile anti-black administration that would rather black Americans pick cotton than pick the president, than pick their congressperson, than pick a senator. They want the representatives to decide who their voters are, instead of the voters determining who their representatives are.
Oh, so the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. That's been a solution for a number of years now. Now watch this. Same party, same year, different reaction.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
Yeah. Why do Democrats like using that line so much? It's like they got a fetish for it. So where was the outrage? Where was the news coverage? Where was the press conference? Where was Pressley? Silence. Let me get this right. So the picking cotton line is only negative when it's aimed at Trump. But when you aim it at black folks or at immigrants and you don't even care about black jobs going away, it's no problem. It's nothing to see here. In fact, you feel empowered to say it. If the Republicans said anything about black folks picking cotton, this whole place would go crazy. But Democrats keep using this rhetoric to describe what's going on with a political difference about gerrymandering. Let me tell you about Pressley. Let me tell you about what she said in Alabama, and let me break down this Supreme Court ruling. See, the Supreme Court just dismantled majority black districts in Alabama and in Louisiana. Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act was gutted, and in 2021, Bronovich versus DNC. So the Democratic Party controlled the House, the Senate, and the White House. What'd they do? What was the grand plan? Because this didn't just come out the blue, fam. What I'm saying is Democrats had ample time to respond to these issues before it got to where it is today. The Democrats, they was busy chasing Trump. They were busy talking about January 6th being a coup to overtake the government. That's what they were doing. They were playing away games. And now black America is sitting here going, what happened with our voting rights? That you say got stolen. And I'm saying not exactly. Let me put it this way. Black America's been paying rent to the Democratic Party for decades. They've been taking our money, gambling with it. They've been going on shopping sprees, jumping on private jets, having annual banquets and monthly brunches and luncheons, having a good old time. And then one day we wake up and all our shit has been put on the curb. That's right, y'all, we've been evicted. Black America's been evicted. We say, what happened, Democrats? Democrats, it's the mean old sheriff did it. Boss Hogg did it. The sheriff did it. Andy Griffin did it. Barney Fife, he did it. And look, I'm not friends with the sheriffs. I don't like the sheriffs. I got a problem with them, but you know, I gotta ask. What happened to our goddamn money? We've been giving our money to you. We've been giving our votes to you. We've been giving our support to you. What the happened to our money? Now, a few weeks ago, I mentioned SAGA metals on the channel, trading as SAGMF in the US and SAGA in Canada. This is a company that I mentioned several times on the channel before. I'm back to talk about them again a lot sooner than I expected. That's because some major things may be happening. A lot has happened in a short period of time. Major developments are unfolding, and it looks like they may have another home run. What they've done in the last 6 months may change the scale of the company. In less than 48 hours ago, they achieved 100% drill rate in all 57 holes, all ahead of time. And that's just the beginning. The company added $10 million to its bank account and put all that money into drilling entirely. This is adding fuel to an already accelerating program. When you step back and look at what SAGA has achieved in less than 6 months, the pace is hard to ignore. A 100% hit rate in all drilling at the Radar Project, an area being positioned as the largest titanium host in all of North America. A strategic titanium acquisition scooped from under $100 billion giant Rio Tinto, located in the same district as the largest titanium mine in the world. And just last month, the acquisition of the Wolverine Project, that project sits along the coast of the same billion-dollar Voisey Bay discovery, one of the most significant mineral discoveries in history. When you step back and look at the momentum that's building, 2026 has already been highly active, and the second half is looking to be even more exciting. How can this all be achieved in such a short space of time? The reason is simple. America's supply chain depends on titanium, and that's why Washington has already committed $12 billion into Project Volt, alongside additional federal support aimed at securing domestic and allied supply. In less than 12 months, America's taken a series of critical major steps to secure mineral supply chains, including Executive Order 1421, in a major ministerial that's bringing together 55 foreign ministers focused directly on critical minerals. As the U.S. and its allies move to secure the future, SAGA Metals is positioning itself directly where the money, the mandates, and the momentum are flowing. They're exploring the exact minerals that sit at the foundation of advanced aerospace, next-generation weapon systems, and stealth technology, the unseen backbone of defense. And the reality is increasingly clear. North America needs what it currently does not have, and the direction of travel from Washington is becoming even more defined. Onshore it, secure it, fund it, and mine it. I'll leave you with this. One of the standout aspects of SAGA Metals' achievements in the last 6 months is scooping another titanium project from under Rio Tinto, a company roughly 3,500 times larger by market value. This takes skill, patience, and execution. Look at the numbers, do the math. If you want to learn more about this critical mineral story, check the link in the description. A special thanks to SAGA Metals for making today's video possible. See, now they want us to clap for a speech. They want us to get riled up because Ayanna Pressley strung together some words that sounded good. And all I'm saying is, failure to be prepared on their part does not constitute an emergency on our part. We can still vote. It's them that are looking to lose their jobs. We already lost our jobs, and Jasmine Crockett and Ayanna Pressley and all the Democrats were fine with it. We don't need them jobs. So now they might lose their jobs. Oh no. Oh no. Elite Democrats might not be able to grow up and be politicians and sit around at their luncheons and at their parties pretending that they upset with Republicans. Meanwhile, going to Saks Fifth Avenue, going to the Essence Fest, going to the BET Awards, acting like C-list actors, enjoying the notoriety and the fame while we pick up the check and don't get anything for it. We don't get a civil rights bill. We don't get an anti-black hate crime bill. We don't get reparations. We don't get police reform. We don't get health care. We don't get a certain amount of government contracts for our black businesses that are trailing behind all other groups in this country. We hear countless rhetoric and A bunch of panda bears pandering to black women, saying black women are the most educated. Meanwhile, they fall behind white women and Asian women. Only women that were passing are the Latinos. And the way the Democrats are going, they want to change that too. I say they want to change that too. Now they want us to clap for a speech when the very fabric of what we use in order to elect them is being dismantled, and now all they got for us is a bunch of rhetoric, because I guess they never thought it would happen. But here it is happening. Now, we refuse to be freaking out about this. We refuse to be gaslit about something y'all could have acted on 4 or 5 years ago. 4 and 5, 8 years ago, they could have acted on this, y'all. They decided not to. And I think they did it so they could run on it. I think they did it because of strategy. I don't think they just forgot. Like, I don't think they forgot we had a border and that the padlock was missing. I don't think they forgot that during Biden's term that 14 million people came across the border. I don't think that was an accident, nor do I think they forgot that the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Amendment was fragile and prone to be overturned. Police reform, no. Voting protections, no. I mean, what have they done except look good in pictures and go to each other's parties? To party. What have they actually done? I mean, what has helped you? Oh, I know, they look good and you can live vicariously through them. Look at us, we look good. Look at us shining. Black excellence. Meanwhile, we're living in a hovel. Black America's tired of living in a hovel while they live well and while we suffer and while we don't get anything for our vote. Pressley said Trump was Black America picking cotton. She's right that something's wrong. Something is wrong. But see, it's not all on Trump. We didn't elect Trump. We don't vote for Trump. 90% of Black Americans voted for the Democrat. And it's been that way for 60 years. And we still end up here? And now you say the remedy for all of this is to vote for you more? We got to vote for you even more to get the car out the ditch. The only way to get out the ditch is to vote, more of us to vote for you, to continue to do what you've been doing that got us in this situation. That's the remedy. Y'all don't have to clean house or nothing. Y'all don't have to change leadership or nothing. Y'all ain't gonna make any commitments to us or nothing. What? What kind of bullshit is that? That don't sound like bullshit to y'all.
This is a unique burden for Black America, who for decades, even after the Voting Rights Act was passed, even after the Civil Rights Act was passed, have been outworking and outvoting voter suppression. But it is very clear that this administration is working actively to take us back, not even just to Jim Crow, I would say even pre-Reconstruction.
What good is the Congressional Black Caucus? What good is black representation in Congress if you couldn't have prevented this? We take our cars to the shop. Religiously, we do all the oil changes. We do all the maintenance. We pay all the bills. And then you tell me, oh man, the engine went out. You need a new engine. And it's going to be $15,000. And I'm wondering, what good is taking the car to you every month, every couple months? What good is that if the engine blow anyway? And you don't even know what happened? That don't make sense. Fuck that. I want to hear from y'all. Do you feel better as a voter today than you did in 2020? And do speeches like Pressley's make you feel better? Even though they deliver nothing, does that empower you? Let me know in that comment section here in the description box. I will be responding to the 3 most popular responses tomorrow. Do speeches help or do they just perform? I'm Tim Black. Until next time, stay dangerous.